So, I wanted to tell you guys about two artists that, I play acoustic guitar too, and there's two artists that I became obsessed with. And if you play acoustic guitar, or even not, it doesn't even matter, you don't even have to play acoustic guitar to appreciate these artists. Now, I know a lot of you will already know about these artists, but I'm just gonna let people, in this case there's people that don't know about these artists. You're probably gonna be like, oh, I thought it was gonna be something. No, I know. Anyway, first artist, this guy right here, Mr. Elliott Smith. So Elliott Smith did I want to say 6 albums. I'd have to count them in my head. Maybe 6, maybe 7. And they're all good. The earlier stuff, though, is absolutely phenomenal. Like the first 4 albums. I mean, up to EXO. How can I even say that? They're all good. But if you like acoustic stuff, or you like, it's definitely would be in the indie singer-songwriter category. But I'll tell you, Elliott came across kind of like when I first heard Nirvana. Elliott's voice really came across like that. Just very genuine, and how his songwriting ability with his lyrics and originality. Very. So if you don't know about Elliott Smith, this is Either Or, and that's a good album to start with. You can jump right into an amazing songwriter, and he actually played all the instruments on quite a few of the albums, if not all of the albums. I think he might have on all of them. So, and his band Heat Miser, before his solo stuff, is also amazing. Mike City Sons is what I heard first. Before I even heard this album, I heard Mike City Sons by Heat Miser. Anyway, amazing band. That actually brings up a story. A friend that's a friend that's on my channel, Scott Hunter. So Heat Miser one time sent their master tape for their pressing of one of their records to Scott's house. And I remember, none of us knew who the hell Heat Miser was. So this is back in 93 or something. And it makes for a really good story. I can't tell the story because Scott remembers it better. Anyway, I'm almost 100% positive it was a master tape, like a DAT tape for a Heat Miser album. So yeah. Anyway, the next musician, I know a lot of you are like, oh yeah, I know him. I understand. It's not really that much of a secret, but some people on here might not. If you're younger and searching out music, Nick Drake. Now, this is Pink Moon. So Nick Drake was he was around in late 60s, early 70s, and he put out these albums and they didn't do very well, and people didn't really care that much back then. The rumor is he actually brought a reel-to-reel, a real tape into a big record label and played the tape and tried to get a record deal, and they finally did give him a record deal. But Nick Drake didn't really get heard and noticed until the early 90s. And now, Nick Drake is he's underground, but he's way more well known than he was when he first started playing, which is kind of a scary thing if you think about it. I think about that with my music or something. Nobody possibly nobody will care until I die, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, people love your music or something. So that's a scary thought. I really don't want that to happen. You know, like, I'm talking about my acoustic music and stuff that nobody really hears very much of. So anyway, maybe I should start getting it up on here so you guys can hear it. Anyway, okay, so yeah, that's it. Thanks.